You are not merely the physical body you inhabit. You are not the thoughts that swirl through your mind, nor the stories that your past has told you. You are something far grander, far deeper, far more eternal. You are the quiet awareness beneath it all, the stillness that holds the sound of your thoughts. You are the breath between moments, the space where life unfolds. And in this vastness, in this sacred essence, you are held by the very universe itself. There is a rhythm to life, a pulse that beats through everything. It is the same rhythm that moves the stars in the night sky, the same pulse that breathes life into every flower, every leaf, every heartbeat. And that rhythm, it lives within you. It moves through you, guiding you, nurturing you, protecting you. Even when you are unaware of it, you are not separate from the universe, you are one with it. Just as the river is not separate from the ocean, you are not separate from the source that breathes life into all things. In your moments of fear, in your moments of doubt, you may feel as though you are lost, as though you are alone, but this is only the illusion of the ego. The ego wants you to believe that you are disconnected, that you are small, that you must fight for your place in the world, but this is not the truth. The truth is that you are held always by the loving arms of the universe. You have never been abandoned. You have never been forsaken. Even when you feel like you are sinking, the ground beneath you supports you. When you allow yourself to sink into this, knowing this truth, something extraordinary happens. The resistance begins to dissolve. The need to control, to grasp, to chase fades away. You begin to trust the flow of life. You begin to trust that the universe is conspiring in your favor. That every twist, every turn, every challenge is not an obstacle, but a stepping stone placed with perfect precision along the path that will lead you to your greatest unfolding. And so, when the storm clouds gather and the winds of uncertainty blow fiercely, remember this: you are not the storm, you are the sky that holds it. You are not the chaos. You are the stillness that witnesses it all. The storm may pass, the winds may subside, but you, the eternal, you will remain. You are held in the same way that the ocean holds the waves. The waves may crash and rise, but the ocean remains unshaken. You are the ocean. And the universe, it is the ocean that holds you. This world may tell you to strive, to push, to achieve. It may tell you that you are not enough, that you must do more, become more, prove more. But in the quiet of your soul, you already know the truth. You are enough. You always have been. You are already complete. Not when you achieve some far-off goal, not when you become the person you think you should be, but right now, right here. You are whole. The illusion of the ego is to make you believe that you must strive, that you must reach outward in search of something that you do not already have. But the truth is, everything you seek is within you. Love is within you, peace is within you, joy is within you, abundance is within you. You were born with these qualities. They are not external to you, nor are they something you must earn. They are the very essence of your being. You are the embodiment of the universe's love and light. And yet, the ego will try to convince you otherwise. It will whisper that you are not enough, that you must chase after the approval of others, that you must seek validation from the world. But the soul knows better. The soul knows that you are already held by the universe, that your worth is not dependent on the opinions of others, nor on the material things you acquire. Your worth is inherent. It is built into your very being. And when you surrender to this truth, when you allow yourself to rest in the knowing that you are enough as you are, everything changes. You no longer feel the need to prove yourself. You no longer feel the need to compete. You no longer feel the need to chase after things that were never meant to fill the void. The void is an illusion, a creation of the ego, designed to keep you in the game of striving. But once you realize that you are held by the universe, the game dissolves. You are no longer playing to win. You are simply being, and in that being, you are whole. The universe does not need you to become something else in order to be worthy. It does not need you to perform, to achieve, to reach a certain destination. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, knows that you are already worthy, already perfect, already complete. You are a reflection of the divine, a unique expression of love and light. And the moment you allow yourself to rest in this truth, the universe will begin to mirror it back to you. This is the great paradox of life. The more you let go of the need to control, the more you surrender to the flow of the universe, the more everything you desire begins to flow to you effortlessly. You stop chasing, and in that stillness, the universe brings everything to you. Your purpose, your peace, your joy, they are already here. You do not have to seek them outside of yourself. They are waiting for you to remember them within. When you stop running from yourself, when you stop striving to be something you are not, you begin to feel the embrace of the universe more clearly. It holds you in ways that you may not even realize. It whispers to you in the stillness of the night. It nudges you gently in moments of quiet reflection. It supports you when you fall. It lifts you when you rise. And all you have to do is trust. Trust that the universe knows what it is doing. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be, even if the path is unclear. Trust that everything you need is already within you. And when you begin to trust, when you allow yourself to be held by the universe, you begin to step into your true power. Not the power that comes from ego, not the power that comes from control, but the power that comes from surrender. The power that comes from knowing that you are part of something much greater than yourself. You are a spark of the divine, a piece of the cosmic puzzle, and in that knowing you are free. Free from the need to perform, free from the need to impress, free from the need to be anything other than what you already are. You are free to simply be. And in that being, you radiate love. You radiate peace. You radiate joy, not because you are trying to, but because it is your true nature. You are the universe's reflection of love, and the more you allow yourself to rest in that truth, the more love flows through you, touching everything you encounter. And when you encounter challenges, as you inevitably will, you will face them not with fear, but with the knowing that you are held, that the universe has your back, that everything you need is already within you. You do not have to fight the challenge. You do not have to resist it. You simply have to trust that it is part of your unfolding. It is part of the divine plan. And in that trust, you will find the strength to rise above it. You are not meant to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. You are meant to release the burden of control and surrender to the support of the universe. The moment you let go, the universe will catch you. It will carry you. It will hold you in the way that only the universe can. And in that moment, you will realize that you have never truly been alone. You are held by the universe, always. And in that knowing, you are free to be your true self. You are free to live with love, with joy, with peace. You are free to express the fullness of your being without fear, without hesitation. You are free to be the divine reflection that you were always meant to be. And when you walk through life in this way, with the universe holding you, with love as your guide, you will inspire others to do the same. Your peace, your presence, your love will ripple out into the world, touching everyone you encounter. And in this way, you will help to heal the world, not through force, not through struggle, but through surrender, through the gentle reminder that we are all held by the universe. And in that knowing, we are all one. As you walk in this knowing, as you move through life, no longer searching for validation or approval from the outside world, something miraculous begins to happen. You start to realize that you are not bound by the limitations you once believed in. The constraints that once felt so real-time, fear, doubt, begin to dissolve. You see, all that you thought were walls around you were never walls at all, but simply illusions. The universe never built walls to contain you. You, in your essence, are boundless. You are the horizon stretching to infinity. You are the ocean, not just the waves. When you let go of the idea that you are separate, that you must struggle against life, you come to understand that life is not something you have to fight for. It is something you get to flow with. Life moves like a river, flowing in its perfect course, carrying with it everything you need. The river does not fight the rocks. The river does not fight the bends. It simply flows. And in its flow, it carves through mountains and nourishes valleys. In its stillness, it reflects the vastness of the sky. This is how life works. When you align with the flow, you become one with its power, its wisdom, and its grace. You are not here to fight against the world. You are not here to prove your worth, to gain approval, or to chase fleeting moments of external success. You are here to remember who you truly are. You are here to surrender to the rhythm of life, to let go of the stories that say you are not enough, that say you must do more to be worthy. Those stories are not yours. They are the echoes of the collective fear. But the truth within you, the divine truth that beats at the core of your being, knows no fear, knows no lack, knows no limitation. It only knows abundance, grace, and infinite possibility. When you begin to embrace this truth that you are already whole, already enough, already perfect, just as you are, your life begins to transform. You stop waiting for external circumstances to change. You stop waiting for the right moment, the right person, the right opportunity. You realize that all you need is already within you. You are already aligned with the divine flow of the universe. You are already enough. The world is simply waiting for you to realize it. You were never meant to chase after something outside of you, never meant to seek approval, to run in circles trying to fill a void that was never real. The void you felt was not a lack of anything, it was simply a forgetting. You forgot that you are the vastness of the sky. You forgot that you are the ocean, and now you are remembering. You are awakening to the truth of your divine nature. As you awaken, you start to see the world through a new lens, not one of separation and scarcity, but one of unity and abundance. You begin to notice the subtle miracles in every moment, the way the sunlight dances on the water, the sound of the wind in the trees, the quiet hum of life moving through you. You begin to see that everything is connected, that nothing is ever truly separate. You are one with the stars, one with the earth, one with every breath, every heartbeat. There is no distinction between you and the divine, between you and the universe. You are the universe expressing itself, experiencing itself through the lens of you. This is why the path of awakening is not a path of doing, but a path of remembering. It is not about achieving or acquiring, but about allowing yourself to be, allowing yourself to feel the truth that is already within you, and to release all the stories and beliefs that have kept you from it. The soul does not need to be fixed. It needs only to be revealed. It needs only to be remembered. And in this remembering, there is a quiet power, not the power that comes from force or control, but the power that comes from alignment with the truth of who you are. This power does not demand attention. It does not need to prove itself. It simply is. And in its simplicity, it is the most potent force in the universe. The more you align with this power, the more you become a magnet for everything that you need. The more you trust in your own divine essence, the more life begins to reflect that trust back to you. You will notice as you surrender to this flow that things begin to shift in your outer world. The people you encounter, the situations you face, the challenges you experience, everything begins to shift. But here's the beauty of it. It is not because you have forced anything to happen. It is because you have stopped resisting life, you have stopped fighting the flow, and you have allowed the universe to bring you everything you need, and it will. The universe always provides. It always meets you where you are, but you must first meet it with trust. You must first meet it with openness, with surrender, with a willingness to let go of the need to control. In surrender, there is freedom. In surrender, there is peace. When you stop fighting against life, when you stop trying to shape it into something it was never meant to be, you begin to experience the deep peace that comes from simply being with what is. Being with the present moment, without resistance, without expectation. And in that peace, you begin to remember who you truly are, the infinite, eternal being that has always been held by the universe, the being that has always been one with the divine flow of life. This peace is not fleeting. It is not dependent on circumstances. It is not something that you must chase or fight for. It is something that you allow. And when you allow it, it becomes the foundation of your life. It becomes the lens through which you see the world. It becomes the force that guides you, the strength that holds you steady no matter what life throws your way. And so, as you move through your day, as you walk through this world, remember this: you are already enough. You do not need to become anything else. You do not need to search for what you already are. The universe is not outside of you. It is within you. You are the sky. You are the ocean. You are the vastness of the universe, experiencing itself in human form. And as you awaken to this truth, you will begin to see the world with new eyes. You will begin to see that you are held always by the loving embrace of the universe. You will begin to see that you have always been enough, always been whole, always been one with the divine. And when you see this, when you fully understand this truth, everything changes. The need to struggle fades away. The need to prove yourself disappears. The need to seek approval is replaced by the understanding that you are already loved, already seen, already accepted. You are the divine, already expressing itself. And in this realization, you become free, free to be yourself, free to live your truth, free to love without condition, to create without fear, to simply be without judgment. You are held by the universe. You always have been, you always will be. And when you embrace this truth, when you allow yourself to rest in it, you will begin to experience the beauty of life in a way you never have before. You will begin to feel the peace, the joy, the abundance that has always been within you, waiting for you to remember. And in that remembrance, you will awaken to the truth of your divinity. You are held, you are loved, you are enough. And when you surrender to this truth, you will find the life you've always been seeking, not in the future, not in some distant goal, but in the now. The now is where the magic happens. The now is where you are whole. The now is where you are free. Let go, trust, surrender, and know that you are already exactly where you need to be. The universe is holding you. And in that knowing, you are free to be all that you already are. And that, dear one, is enough, more than enough. You are the light, you are the love, you are the peace. You are the truth, and you always have been. There is a quiet wisdom that rises from the depths of your being, a voice that is soft yet undeniable, a knowing that transcends the noise of the world. This voice does not shout, it does not demand. It simply speaks in the stillness of your heart, reminding you of your innate power, your divine essence. It whispers to you, not through words, but through the deep peace that settles in your soul when you allow yourself to simply be. In this silence, you can hear the truth that has always been present, waiting for you to listen. This wisdom is not something you need to seek. It is not a distant treasure waiting to be found. It is not hidden behind layers of complexity or behind the veil of a far-off future. This wisdom is within you, woven into the very fabric of your being. It is as natural to you as your breath. It speaks not through force, but through presence. When you cease to struggle and allow yourself to rest, you begin to feel the subtle pulse of the universe, guiding you gently, supporting you softly, reminding you that you are never alone. There is no need to rush towards something that is already yours. The essence of who you are has always been whole. You were never incomplete. In the depths of your soul, you have always known this truth. Life is not a race. It is not a contest. It is an unfolding, a soft, steady unveiling of the truth of your divine nature. You are already what you seek. You do not need to become anything. You are not here to improve yourself. You are here to remember yourself. When you look at the world through the eyes of your soul, everything changes. You begin to see the divine in all things, the beauty in the smallest moments, the sacredness in the simplest gestures. You begin to realize that the world around you is not separate from you, but an extension of your own being. There is no separation. There is no out there and in here. There is only the infinite expression of love that moves through all things. And when you recognize this, when you feel the unity of all things, your heart opens in ways you could never have imagined. You are no longer separate from the world, no longer a lone soul in a vast, indifferent universe. You are one with it. You are the universe, experiencing itself through the vessel of your being. This oneness is not an intellectual understanding. It is a lived experience. It is the realization that your true essence is not bound by time or space, that you are not confined to a body or a name. You are the timeless presence that holds the entirety of existence within you. You are the silence that underlies every thought. You are the awareness that perceives every sensation. And in this awareness, there is no fear. There is no lack. There is only the fullness of the present moment. You were not born to be a spectator of life. You were born to be an active participant in its unfolding. But this participation does not require force, does not require striving. It requires simply allowing the flow of life to move through you. You are the instrument through which the music of the universe plays. You are the vessel through which love flows. And the more you align with this flow, the more your life becomes a beautiful dance, a dance that is effortless, that is natural, that is divine. The ego will try to tell you that you must do more, achieve more, become more in order to be worthy. But the truth is, you are already worthy. You were worthy before you did anything. You were worthy before you earned a single accolade or won a single victory. You were worthy simply because you exist. Your worth is not measured by your accomplishments. It is inherent in your being. And when you allow yourself to rest in this truth, you no longer feel the need to prove yourself. You no longer feel the need to chase after things that are not aligned with your true nature. You simply allow yourself to be. There is a peace that comes from this knowing, a peace that is not dependent on circumstances. The world may change, people may come and go, plans may shift. But your peace, the peace that arises from the deepest part of your soul, will remain. It is unshakable, it is constant, it is the steady heartbeat of the universe, and it lives within you. No matter what happens in the external world, you can return to this peace, knowing that you are always held by the universe, always supported by the divine. When you begin to live from this place of peace, something remarkable happens. The external world begins to reflect this inner state of being. Relationships become more harmonious. Opportunities flow effortlessly to you. Challenges no longer feel like burdens, but invitations to grow, to expand, to remember your true self. You begin to realize that everything that happens in your life is a reflection of your inner state. And when you align with the peace that is already within you, you begin to see that the world itself is peaceful, loving, and abundant. But this peace is not something you can force or grasp. It is not something that can be earned or bought. It is something that must be allowed. It arises naturally when you let go of the need to control, to manipulate, to force life into a shape that fits your desires. When you surrender to the flow, you stop fighting life. You stop trying to shape it into something that meets your expectations. And in that surrender, you become a vessel for peace, a channel for love, a conduit for the divine. As you allow peace to fill you, as you let go of the need to achieve, to accumulate, to prove, you start to feel a deeper sense of freedom. This freedom is not the absence of challenges, but the presence of truth. It is the freedom to be who you truly are, without the fear of judgment, without the pressure to conform to societal expectations. It is the freedom to live from your soul, to speak your truth, to express your love, without concern for how others might perceive you. This is the freedom that comes from remembering who you are. You are not here to follow the crowd. You are not here to fit into a mold that was made for someone else. You are here to be the fullest expression of yourself, to live in alignment with your soul's purpose, to walk your unique path with courage and grace. When you do this, the universe aligns with you. The universe supports you. The universe holds you in the way it has always held you, with love, with care, and with infinite wisdom. The journey is not about becoming something you are not. It is about returning to the truth of who you have always been. You have always been love. You have always been peace. You have always been whole. The only thing you need to do is remember. And as you remember, you will begin to feel the profound shift that happens when you align with your true essence. The world may change, but you will remain rooted in the knowing that you are held by the universe, supported by the divine, and loved beyond measure. So, take a moment now, right where you are. Breathe deeply. Let your breath carry you back to this truth. You are enough. You are whole. You are loved. You are the divine, experiencing itself through you. And in this knowing, you are free. Free from the need to prove, to perform, to achieve. You are free to simply be. And in that being, you are the light of the universe, shining brightly for all to see. You are held by the universe. You always have been. You always will be. And in that embrace, you will find your peace, your purpose, and your truth. You are never alone. You are always enough. You are always loved. And in that love, you are free. And so, as you stand at the threshold of this realization, a gentle knowing stirs within you, a quiet but undeniable recognition that the search has ended. You are not lost. You never were. There was never anything to seek outside of yourself, for you are already whole. You are already complete. All that you ever needed, all that you have ever longed for, is already woven into the very fabric of your being, just as the stars are woven into the night sky. They do not strive to shine. They simply do. And so it is with you. This life you are living, this journey you are on, is not one of endless striving or desperate searching. It is a journey of awakening, a journey of remembering. You are not here to become someone else. You are here to return to who you have always been. You are not here to change, to fix, or to improve. You are here to reveal the truth that has always been within you, the light that has always shined within you, the love that has always been yours to express. As you release the need to prove yourself, as you let go of the burdens of becoming, something miraculous happens. The weight that you once carried with such effort, such urgency, falls away. And you begin to feel the freedom of simply being, the freedom of knowing that you are enough as you are. You do not need to do more. You do not need to be more. You are already whole. You are already complete. And in that knowing, there's a peace that cannot be shaken, a peace that flows through you like a quiet river, unperturbed by the chaos of the world. In this peace, you are not waiting for the world to change to find your fulfillment. You are not waiting for approval, for validation, or for the circumstances to align perfectly. No, in this peace, you remember that you are already in alignment with the universe. You are already in harmony with all that is. You are not separate from the divine. You are the divine expressing itself through the unique expression of you. When you live from this truth, life takes on a new rhythm, a new flow. You no longer have to chase after anything. You no longer have to push or force. Everything begins to fall into place as if the universe itself is moving in harmony with your heart. Your desires no longer feel like demands, but like invitations from your soul. You begin to create not out of lack or desperation, but out of a deep inner knowing that everything you need, everything you desire is already within you, waiting to be expressed. And as you move through your days, as you walk through this world, you begin to see it differently. You begin to see the beauty in every moment, the sacredness in every encounter, the divinity in every person you meet. The world, once filled with chaos and separation, becomes a reflection of your own inner peace. The more you align with your truth, the more the world reflects that truth back to you. The more you step into your own light, the more that light shines in every corner of the world. This is the power of remembrance. It is the power of aligning with your true nature, with the truth of who you are. It is the power of knowing that you are already enough, already loved, already whole. And as you step fully into this knowing, you begin to see that all the fear, all the doubt, all the confusion that once held you back begins to fade away. It was never yours to carry. It was never real. And in its place, you find the truth of your divine essence, the truth that you are already held by the universe, already supported by the divine, already free. You are not here to prove your worth to anyone, not even to yourself. You are here to remember that your worth was never in question. You are not here to chase after something that is missing. You are here to remember that there is nothing missing, that you have always been complete. You are here to remember that you are a divine being, expressing itself through the unique form of you, and that there is nothing more sacred, nothing more beautiful than simply being who you are. And in that being, you begin to touch the essence of life itself. You begin to feel the pulse of the universe moving through you, guiding you, holding you. You no longer feel alone, no longer feel separate. You are one with the whole of existence, one with the divine flow of life. You are the breath of the universe, the heartbeat of the stars, the song of the earth. You are held always. You always have been. And when you realize this, when you feel this truth deep in your soul, you are free. Free to be, free to live, free to love. Free to express your truth. Free to walk your path without fear, without doubt, without hesitation. You are free to be the fullest expression of who you truly are, and in that expression you will inspire others to do the same. You will be a living testament to the truth that we are all connected, all one, all held by the universe in the embrace of love. So take this truth with you now, hold it in your heart, carry it with you as you move through this world. You are already enough. You are already whole, you are already loved, you are already held by the universe. And as you remember this truth, the world will reflect it back to you, as the universe always does, with grace, with love, and with infinite abundance. And in that knowing, you will realize that you are not just a part of this world, you are the world. You are the light, the love, the peace, the power, the presence. And when you live from this truth, you become the living embodiment of the divine. You are not separate from God. You are the divine in human form, and in that recognition, you are free. You are held by the universe, always. You are loved beyond measure, and in this love you are whole. You are enough. You are free, and that, dear one, is the greatest truth of all. In the quiet of your heart, when you still the noise of the world, something profound happens. It is in this silence, in the sacred pause, that the deepest truths emerge. This is not a silence of emptiness, but a silence of fullness, a silence brimming with all the wisdom, all the love, and all the understanding you have been seeking. The paradox is simple, yet it eludes most of us. What you seek is already within you. It has always been there, waiting for you to notice, to stop searching outward, and to listen inward. You have been conditioned to chase after life, to strive, to perform, to accumulate, and to become. You have been taught that you must reach for the future, that you must make your life something grand. But all of this striving is merely the ego's loud voice. It is the voice that says you are not enough. It is the voice that tells you to become more, to prove more, to grasp more. But this is a lie. The truth is far simpler. You already are enough. The peace you seek, the love you long for, the purpose you desire, they are not things to be found or attained. They are things to be remembered. In the stillness of your being, when the mind ceases its chatter, when the rush of life slows down, you will come to realize that everything you have been searching for has been here all along. The noise, the distractions, the endless doing, these are the things that obscure the truth. When you are still, when you stop the chase, you are able to touch what is already within you, waiting patiently for your awareness. It is a simple, quiet realization, yet it carries the power to transform everything. The journey is not about becoming something you are not. It is about returning to who you already are. You are not a mistake. You are not a problem to be solved. You are the light of the universe, an expression of divine love, the same divine love that created the stars, the oceans, and the very breath you take. You are not separate from it. You are it. The sacred presence that moves through all things, that sustains life and holds the cosmos together, is the same presence that beats in your heart and breathes through your lungs. You may have forgotten this truth, as we all do, but now is the time to remember. The search is not about seeking something new. It is about remembering the eternal truth that you have always been whole, you have always been loved, always been enough. It is not the external world that needs to change. It is the inner world that must awaken. It is the shift in perception, the return to the sacred stillness that will bring everything into alignment. The ego will try to distract you, to convince you that you are incomplete, that you must change, that you must achieve, that you must become something more. But the soul knows the truth. The soul knows that you are already perfect, already whole, already divine. When you align with this truth, everything changes. The search for meaning becomes a search for remembering. The striving for love becomes a deep surrender to the love that is already within you. The pursuit of peace becomes a practice of simply being still and allowing peace to rise from within like the tide of an ocean returning to shore. And so in the silence you will receive. Not because you have earned it, not because you have done something to deserve it, but because the truth of who you are is now being revealed. It has always been there, waiting for your awareness to catch up. The light, the love, the peace, the wisdom, they are not far away, they are not hidden from you. They are within you, beneath the surface, waiting for you to sit in silence and simply listen. When you rest in the stillness, you will no longer be lost in the illusions of the world. You will no longer identify with the labels that the world has placed on you. You are not your job, not your title, not your possessions, not even your past. You are the stillness that holds it all. You are the awareness that observes the passing thoughts, the passing emotions, the passing experiences. And in this space of awareness, you are free. You are not bound by the story that the world tells you. You are free to simply be. And as you rest in this freedom, you will begin to experience life in a new way. You will see the world through the eyes of your true self, not the ego. The ego sees separation. The ego sees lack. The ego sees fear. But the true self, the divine essence within you, sees unity. It sees abundance. It sees love. It sees the truth that all is connected, that all is divine, that everything you seek is already within you. In this space of silence, you will also begin to heal the wounds of the past, the regrets, the guilt, the shame. These are not your true self. These are the remnants of the ego, the false identity that you have clung to. When you sit in stillness, you allow the healing to take place. You allow the illusions to fall away, and you return to the truth of your being. You remember that you are whole, that you are perfect, that you are loved just as you are. You remember that the divine does not require you to be anything other than yourself. And so, as you sit in the silence, as you pause and listen, you will receive all that you have been searching for. You will receive peace. You will receive love. You will receive purpose. Not because you have earned it, but because it is already yours. It has always been yours. The universe, the divine, is not outside of you, it is within you. And when you allow yourself to be still, to be present, to be open, you will realize this truth. You will remember who you are. And in that remembrance, everything will shift. You are not broken. You are not lost. You are not incomplete. You are whole as you are. The search for something more is only the search for yourself. And when you find yourself, you will find that you are already everything you have ever needed. You are the love you seek. You are the peace you crave. You are the wisdom you long for. And in the silence, you will receive it all. So, take a deep breath. Let go of the search. Let go of the striving. Let go of the need to become anything other than who you already are. Rest in the stillness. Trust in the divine presence that lives within you, and know in this moment that you are already whole, you are already enough. And in this silence, you will receive all that you have been searching for, because it has always been there within you, waiting for you to remember. In the silence, you receive, and in receiving, you awaken. You awaken to the truth of who you are. And that truth is love. It is peace. It is the divine essence that moves through you and through all things. And once you remember this, once you align with this truth, everything will fall into place. You are not separate from the universe. You are the universe experiencing itself through your unique form. And when you surrender to this truth, when you rest in the silence, you will feel the divine presence flow through you, guiding you, loving you, and reminding you that you are never alone. You are always connected. You are always enough. You are always whole. And so, in the silence, you receive. You receive the peace that surpasses all understanding. You receive the love that knows no boundaries. You receive the wisdom that guides you on your path. You receive the truth that you are already everything you have ever sought. And in this receiving, you are finally free. Free to be who you are, free to love without conditions, free to live without fear, free to simply be. And in this freedom, you will find that you have everything you have ever needed because you are already complete. So rest now. Rest in the silence. Let the world fall away and simply be. You are enough. You always have been. And in this moment, in this silence, you remember what you seek is already within. And in this knowing, you are free. And in that silence, when the world fades away and all that remains is the stillness of your soul, you begin to understand the profound truth that life is not something to be conquered, it is something to be lived. Not through the endless striving to become, but through the quiet remembering of what you already are. You do not need to climb the mountain of success to find peace. You do not need to chase after the fleeting moments of pleasure or validation to feel whole. The mountain you seek to climb is already within you. The success you long for is already present in the very act of being. When you begin to rest in the silence, you begin to hear the whispers of your soul. These whispers are not loud, they are not demanding. They are gentle and subtle, like the breeze that dances through the leaves of a tree. They are the divine messages that guide you not through force but through flow. They do not call you to struggle, but to surrender. They invite you to let go of the need to control, to judge, and to rush. They beckon you to trust the process of life, to trust that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, even when your mind cannot fully comprehend the path. You see, we often mistake the act of being for a passive state, something that requires no effort, something that simply happens while we wait for life to come to us. But this is not true stillness. True stillness is a powerful force, a force that aligns you with the rhythm of the universe, a force that moves through you when you stop forcing the world to bend to your will. The universe is not waiting for your command, it is waiting for your surrender. It is waiting for you to let go of the need to control and instead align with the flow of life. And in that alignment, everything you need will come to you effortlessly, not because you pursued it, but because you allowed it. In this space of surrender, you realize that you are not the one in control, but rather you are part of something much greater than yourself. You are the wave in the ocean, not the ocean itself. And yet, the wave is the ocean. It rises and falls in perfect harmony with the tide. It does not struggle to be something other than what it is, for it knows it is already part of the great whole, and so too are you. You are not separate from the universe. You are an expression of it. You are the very life force that breathes through all things. And when you let go of the illusion of separateness, when you stop fighting against the current, you will find yourself carried effortlessly to where you need to be. This is the great paradox of life. When you stop trying to control, you become more in control. When you stop chasing, you begin to attract. When you let go of the need to prove yourself, you become the very embodiment of what you seek. This is not a matter of effort, but of alignment. It is not about doing, but about being. It is not about becoming, but about remembering. When you return to the essence of who you are, when you recognize that you are already whole, already perfect, already enough, the world will begin to reflect that truth back to you in miraculous ways. So, let go of the stories you have told yourself about who you are and who you must become. Let go of the beliefs that have kept you trapped in a cycle of seeking and striving. You do not need to prove your worth to anyone, least of all to yourself. The truth of who you are is not defined by your achievements, your possessions, or your relationships. It is not defined by the roles you play, the titles you hold, or the labels you wear. You are not the person the world tells you to be. You are the soul that exists beneath all of that. You are the stillness, the presence, the awareness that witnesses everything. And in that recognition, you find your freedom. Freedom is not the absence of responsibility, nor is it the ability to do whatever you want whenever you want. True freedom is the ability to be yourself fully and completely, without fear or shame, without the need to conform or fit into any mold. True freedom is the release of all the mental and emotional baggage that you have been carrying for years. It is the letting go of the need to be something or someone else. It is the return to the truth of who you are. In this freedom, you begin to live from a place of authenticity. You no longer need to seek approval or validation from others. You no longer need to chase after success or recognition. You no longer need to prove your worth, because you know that you are already worthy. You are already enough. And when you live from this place of inner truth, the world will begin to mirror that truth back to you. Your relationships will deepen. Your work will align with your soul's purpose. Your health will flourish, and your life will become a reflection of the peace and love that resides within you. So, I invite you now in this moment to pause, to take a deep breath, and return to the stillness within. Let go of the noise, let go of the expectations, let go of the pressure to become more, to do more, to prove more. Allow yourself to simply be. For in this being you will discover the infinite wisdom, love, and peace that reside within you. You will realize that you are not lost, not broken, and not incomplete. You are whole. You are already everything you need to be. And in this recognition, you will find the freedom to live your life in alignment with your true self. You are the light. You are the love. You are the peace. You are the truth. You are already whole. And in the silence, when you stop searching, you will receive the full realization of this truth. You will remember that you have never been separate from the divine. You will remember that you are the divine in expression. And in this remembrance, everything will fall into place. You will no longer need to seek what you already are. You will simply be. And that being will transform your life in ways you cannot even begin to imagine. So rest now in the silence. Let go of the striving. Let go of the search. You are enough. You always have been. And when you finally embrace this truth, you will receive everything you have ever longed for, because what you seek is already within. And in that knowing, you are free. And as you rest in this sacred silence, you begin to feel something ancient stir within you. It is the realization that you are not simply a fleeting moment in time. You are the eternal presence, timeless and infinite, ever flowing, ever expanding. And in this moment, as you touch that stillness, you know deeply and profoundly that there is no separation between you and the divine. There is no distance between you and the source of all creation. You have never been apart from the one who breathed life into the stars, into the rivers, into the soil beneath your feet. You are that breath. You are that life. You are that love. And this is where true liberation begins. It begins when you stop chasing after the illusions of the world, when you stop seeking outside yourself for something to fill you, something to validate you, something to prove your worth. The truth is, you were never broken to begin with. You were never lost. You were never incomplete. The world has told you that you need to be more, that you need to do more, that you need to achieve more. But these are the lies of the ego. The ego that is afraid of the stillness, that is afraid of the silence. The ego that thrives on busyness, on constant movement, on distraction. But when you enter into this stillness, when you stop and listen, you hear the voice of your soul. And that voice is not loud, it is not forceful. It does not demand or command. It simply speaks in the softest whisper, a reminder of who you truly are. And that reminder, dear soul, is the most powerful truth you will ever know. You are not here to prove yourself. You are not here to chase after validation. You are here to remember. You are here to rediscover your innate divinity. To remember that you are the light of the world, the love that heals, the peace that transcends. In the silence, you reconnect with that truth. You reconnect with the sacred essence that resides within you. And in this connection, you realize that you have never been separate from the divine. You were never less than. You were never unworthy. You were always worthy, always loved, always enough. And this truth is not just an idea to be understood. It is a deep embodied knowing that permeates every fiber of your being. It is the core of who you are. And when you rest in this truth, everything changes. The world no longer has the power to define you, to shape you, to tell you who you should be. Because you know deeply that you are not the story that the world has written for you. You are the author. You are the creator. You are the divine expression of all that is. When you step into this awareness, when you remember who you truly are, you begin to see the world through new eyes. The things that once seemed so important, the chasing, the striving, the endless doing, they begin to lose their grip on you. You no longer feel the need to prove your worth, to chase after success or recognition, because you know that you are already whole, already complete, already divine. You no longer need to seek love because you are love. You no longer need to search for peace because you are peace. You no longer need to pursue happiness because you are happiness. And in this knowing, everything shifts. Life becomes a dance of grace, a flow of divine expression. No longer a race to the finish line, but a beautiful unfolding, a return to the source, a journey back to the truth of who you are. You are not the body you inhabit, not the roles you play, not the thoughts that come and go. You are the awareness that sees all of it. You are the stillness behind the movement, the silence behind the sound. And when you embrace this truth, you begin to realize that everything is temporary, everything is transient, and yet you are the eternal observer, the eternal witness to it all. You are not bound by time or space. You are the timeless presence that moves through all things, that witnesses the rise and fall of the tides, the dance of the stars, the unfolding of every moment. And this realization, this return to your true self, brings with it a profound peace. A peace that is not dependent on circumstances, not dependent on external conditions. It is the peace that comes from knowing deeply and profoundly that you are already whole. You are already perfect as you are. And when you remember this truth, when you rest in this knowing, you realize that the external world is not something to be fixed or changed. It is a reflection of your inner world. When you align with your true self, when you align with the divine presence within, the world around you begins to mirror that truth. The chaos begins to calm. The confusion begins to clear. The fear begins to dissolve. And in its place, a quiet, steady confidence arises. A confidence that is not based on the ego, not based on achievements or accolades, but a confidence that comes from knowing that you are the divine in expression, that you are the source of all love, all peace, all joy. This confidence is not loud. It does not demand attention. It does not seek validation. It simply is. And when you walk in this confidence, you walk as the light of the world. You walk as the embodiment of divine love. You walk as the presence of peace. And in this walk, you become a living example of what it means to be fully aligned with your true self. You no longer need to chase after approval or recognition. You no longer need to seek validation or success. You simply allow your light to shine effortlessly, gracefully, without resistance. You are not here to be seen or admired. You are here to be. You are here to express the divine essence that resides within you. And as you express this essence, as you allow yourself to be fully, authentically, and unapologetically you, you begin to see that the world begins to mirror that authenticity. The relationships you have become deeper, more meaningful. The work you do becomes more aligned with your soul's purpose. The joy you experience becomes more profound, more lasting. And all of this flows effortlessly from the space of being, from the space of remembering who you truly are. You are not here to chase after happiness. You are here to embody it. You are not here to search for peace. You are here to live it. You are not here to become something more. You are here to remember that you already are everything you seek. And in this remembering, you come home to yourself. You return to the truth of who you are. You return to the love that you are. You return to the peace that you are. You return to the light that you are. And in this return, you experience a freedom that transcends all understanding, a freedom that comes not from doing, but from being, a freedom that comes from the realization that you are already whole, already perfect, already divine. And in this freedom, you begin to understand that life is not something to be controlled or forced. It is something to be embraced, something to be lived, something to be experienced in its full depth and beauty. It is not about becoming, but about being. It is not about achieving, but about remembering. It is not about searching, but about receiving. You are not here to chase after life. You are here to let life chase after you. You are here to align with the divine flow, to surrender to the wisdom of your soul, and to allow yourself to be fully expressed in this world. And when you do, everything will fall into place. So dear soul, rest in the knowing that you are enough. You are already everything you seek. You are already whole. And as you sit in the silence, as you allow yourself to be, you will receive the full realization of this truth. It is not something you have to work for. It is something you simply need to remember. And when you remember, everything changes. You change. The world changes. And in that change, you find the peace, the love, and the freedom that you have always longed for. In the silence, you will receive. You will receive the full realization of who you truly are. You will remember that you are not the body, not the ego, not the story. You are the divine expression of all that is. And when you embrace this truth, when you live from this truth, you will know what it means to live a life of true freedom, to live a life of love, to live a life of peace. You will know in every fiber of your being that you are already whole, already enough, already divine. And so, let go. Let go of the search. Let go of the striving. Let go of the need to become something else. And simply be the divine expression that you are. For in that being, you will receive all that you have ever sought, because what you seek is already within you. And in this knowing, you are free. And as you surrender gently to the quiet rhythm of your own breath, you begin to understand that there is nothing more to do. There's nothing to chase, nothing to fix, nothing to strive for. You are already here, already whole, already complete as you are. The world may call you to perform, to prove, to achieve, but the soul knows the truth. You are never meant to perform. You are never meant to earn your worth. Your worth is intrinsic, woven into the very fabric of your being, given freely by the divine from the moment you were born. And so, in the stillness, you find everything, not because you have searched and found it, but because you have simply stopped running. You have stopped seeking outside of yourself for something that can only be found within. In the quiet of your heart, you begin to hear the gentle, eternal truth that has been waiting for you all along. You are enough. You have always been enough. There is nothing to prove. There is nothing to earn. You are whole. And in this wholeness, you are free. This freedom is not born of escape. It is not born of detachment from the world. It is born from the simple, profound realization that you are not separate from the world. You are not separate from the divine flow that moves through all things. You are the current of life itself, the pulse of existence, the breath of creation. There is no need to escape it, no need to resist it. You are it. And when you accept this truth, when you rest in this truth, you find peace. Not the fleeting peace that the world offers, but the eternal peace that can never be shaken, the peace that comes from knowing who you truly are. This is the peace that arises when you stop pretending to be someone you are not. This is the peace that emerges when you let go of the need to be anything other than yourself. In this stillness, in this presence, you allow the light of your true nature to shine through. You are not the shadows of the past, not the worries of the future, not the fears or the judgments of the world. You are the light itself, timeless and unchanging, present in every moment. When you embrace this light, when you embrace the truth of your being, you step into the fullness of life. Not as a seeker, not as someone trying to find their way, but as one who remembers that the way has always been within. You are not a wanderer, lost in a world of distractions. You are a soul, rooted in divine truth, living in harmony with the sacred pulse of the universe. And from this space of alignment, you begin to see the world not as something to conquer, but as something to experience, to flow with. You no longer chase after happiness, because happiness is no longer something to be attained, it is something to be remembered. You no longer pursue love, because love is no longer something outside of you to be found. It is the very essence of your being, already present, already whole. You are the embodiment of love, the expression of peace, the vessel of joy. And so, as you rest in this knowing and this remembering, you realize that there is no need to hurry. There is no need to push. There is no need to strive. Life is not a race. It is a river that flows gently, effortlessly towards the vast ocean of truth. And you are not swimming against it. You are the river itself. You are the current. You are the flow. And when you allow yourself to simply be, you become one with the flow, one with the universe, one with the divine. The struggles of the past are not yours to carry anymore. The pain, the grief, the loss, they are not you. They are simply experiences that have passed through you, like clouds drifting across the sky. You are not the cloud, you are the sky. And the sky is vast, limitless, and unchanging. You are the witness to it all, the awareness that holds every thought, every emotion, every experience, and yet remains untouched by them. And when you understand this, truly understand this, you let go of the need to control. You let go of the need to define. You stop clinging to the stories, to the identities, to the roles you have played. And in that letting go, in that surrender, you become free. Free to live without the weight of expectation, free to love without condition, free to simply be. And in this freedom, you find peace. The peace you seek is not in some future moment. It is not in some far-off destination. It is here in this moment. It has always been here, beneath the surface of the noise, beneath the surface of the mind, beneath the surface of the world. It is in the quiet space between your thoughts, in the stillness that exists between your breaths. It is the eternal presence that is always with you, always supporting you, always guiding you, even when you cannot see it. And when you rest in this peace, you discover something remarkable. You discover that you do not need to seek. You do not need to search for answers or chase after dreams. You are the answer. You are the dream. You are the truth you have been seeking. You are already home. You have always been home. And so you rest now, knowing that everything you have ever longed for is already within you. You have always been enough. You have always been loved. You have always been whole. And in this moment, as you surrender to the silence, as you surrender to the stillness, you are free. You are free to simply be, to simply love, to simply live. And in this being, in this loving, in this living, you find the deepest peace. You find the most profound joy. You find the divine truth that you are not here to prove anything, but simply to remember, simply to be the expression of the divine light that resides within you. So let go. Let go of the need to seek, the need to chase, the need to become. Let go of the illusion that you are separate from the divine. And in that letting go, you will receive. You will receive the realization that you are already whole, already perfect, already divine. And in that realization, everything will shift. Life will no longer be a struggle. It will be a beautiful, effortless flow. You are not here to chase after something more. You are here to remember that you are already everything you seek. And in this remembrance, you are free. You are enough. You always have been. And in the silence, you receive.